Hi, it's Jess here again from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. So we're doing another episode in making this 3 signature journal, which is started life as 2 lunch bags. So last time we made, I think, we made these little clusters, and I made a couple of these journaling cards and tags, and since filming I've made the rest that I need for this journal, and I also, well, this might have been the last video, was doing the center signatures. I think the last one I published was making this, but yeah, the last one I filmed was this, which will have been published by the time you see this one. I'm getting confused now. So what we've got to do now is, I've dotted some of the tags I made around, is sort of like the decorating of the pages. So if I let you see here, I've done stamping on the pages and a little bit of stenciling. So that's the first thing I want to do, and the sealing up of the pockets, and adding some tabs to that, and then I can put I can put these in. Yeah, so I've got some stamp sets, some stamps all ready put together. So I'm using the stamps from the stamp set that matches the paper. Well, it doesn't match the paper, but it kind of goes with the paper. So this is Nature's Prints. There's also a die set to go with this, and I say the paper is from it's called Sun Prints, so it's Nature's Prints. So it's all part of a Stampin' Up suite, and that's not, neither of those are the die sets to go with it. Oh well. So I have got them, and I just randomly decided to use these throughout the journal to decorate the page. The sort of prototype one that I did, I'm going to use crumb cake. I can't remember what colour I did this one in. Done these. Might actually be soft suede. Let's have a little stamp and we'll see. But I did a lot of stenciling in the other one, so yeah. Now, because it's not a hard base, I'm going to just bring in my little plates from my mini cut and emboss machine, and just use that as a hard base. There we go. Does that look like the same colour? I think it does, actually. I think I did go for crumb cake, and I'm going to use this lovely splaint splodge, which was the main reason why I bought this kit, because I liked that. And then because this one's got not quite got the tea stain into the edge, I'm just gonna ink a bit on that. Don't have to. Would have been easier to have done it before it went in, but I didn't, so there we go. So that is that bit of stamping, and to finish that page off, I just want to do a little tab. So I'm looking in my little scrap bin here for a little scrap got a couple of little scraps here that came off the edge of the DSP when I was cutting it to make the tag fronts. You end up with a little strip like that, which I can just get a nice tab from. Don't think I can get a second one. Let's have a look. Can I get a second one? No, it's just shy of a second one. That could have done it that way and that would have told me. So yeah, so that is of course the lovely rounded tab punch, the holy grail of junk journalers everywhere. I did pay a lot of money for it on eBay about, I want to say 10 years ago. Easily 10 years ago, easily. Not worth that amount of money, but actually it was, because I love it. So just gonna put that. So I like to put we put tabs on our little flip outs like that so that people know to flip it, basically. There's lots of videos, and I think I've done them myself, on how to make this sort of shape yourself without spending silly money second hand to buy the punch. But I've got it, so that's okay. So that's that one. So why didn't we start at the beginning, Jez? No idea, Jez. So we've got this big page there, so I might put this one on. And these plain pages can be journaled on, but even with the stamping on it, just going to fold that out, it can still get journaled on because it's only light in the background there. So, and I'm just gonna go in with this there on the side, and maybe we'll go with a splodge like that. So that's those two pages. And then we've got this here. Shall we have let's put this one on it. There we go. And then here we're gonna do some splodging. And then on the backsy here, let's have a bit of this. Now I've got 120 pages front and back, but no, I don't do anything on this, not do anything on this. Put a bit on this. We haven't had you yet, have we? Just a little flower in the corner. That'll do. Don't think it has to have masses at all. There we go. Whilst we're here, shall I put Well, no, I'll go around with those after. So, right, we've come to our paper bag. So what I want to do with the paper bag, what I did was I folded this back so that the edge there was a bit stronger. Because the other end of the bag has got a double layer in that's where the bag's got the tuck up on where it was sealed. And this side hasn't, so thought we'd do that. So we've got a little bit of a stronger bit there. I know that's still only single, but that's a bit better there. We want to seal the pocket here, so not inked around the matte paper because it's old. It's already got aging on it. I didn't want to attach anything else. And then we've got this, so this is the back side of that. So I think we might have, it's quite a large area. I think we might use the large. Stamp on that. There we go. A little bit of shadow in there, but not bothered. Not bothered. That'll do. So that's that. So we're going to put something on this side. I think we'll do that one. There we go. This side, like that one's got where the bag folded over, so we're not doing anything on there. Give this stitch up. So I am, oh, you didn't see that, I am just putting glue on that bit so I know how high to go. So this is really showing you every sort of stage of the way. If you've never made a journal, I hope this is useful for you. So I stuck a little thing there. Cluster, that's the word I was looking for. Okay, right, now this is the music paper, because it's really thin, because it is 100 years old. I think I checked, it was 1928, so it's not quite 100 years old. It's what, 95 years old. So I'll just folding a bit of that down so that the edge is a bit stronger. I did mean to ink that. Never mind. I didn't. So we'll ink this bit instead, so we can see where the end is. I will probably be decorating a bit on there. I'm just going to snip a bit of that fold up because it is a little bit too close to the edge. I'll take a bit of that off. That's better. So we can go a little bit down there. and down the other side to close that pocket. Assuming this was already done on the other side. Ah, it was folded. Oh, no, it wasn't. All right, we'll come back to that. There we go. Lost where we were for a moment. So, just like a little bit of ink spotting on the backs of these vintage checks. I might just put the little one on there. Right. Gonna put big one on that side. So we'll put the fern on this side, I think. I might put a bit of ink splottering around. So then we're on the back side here. That man, I'm just going to splodge. Well, I'm not splodging, I'm stamping splodging. Going to do a bit more splodging on this side. There we go. So that is all the stamping that I would do on this. Now I want to put something on this side. Don't know what yet. I want to cover that up. That a little bit of an inking there. So I'm going to put the tags in. So I'm hoping that this will be done in this one, so that we'll see. See if we can then next time be the flip through. We'll have to wait and see. So that just needs a little trim there. There. Right, so that'll go on the inside of that pocket. It needs something along there, but for the moment I'm just going to go through and fill the pockets. I had forgot to glue this down. And poke that down. Glue that down. Suddenly stopped talking then because I was like thinking ahead. Really shouldn't have done that. Thinking ahead. There we go. I managed to get a bit of glue on that. Just wipe it off. There we go. So then we need one in there. Oh, I only glued down that side. Did you notice? Did you not tell me? And then we need to make, can't see the glue's coming out. Yeah, it is. And then we need to make a tag for there, which I did slightly different than these ones. But we'll get these ones in for now. That's done, that's done. Did I glue both sides of it? No, I didn't. Gosh. I'm playing at. You know, I counted how many tags I need, and it feels like I haven't got enough. And then just one in here. And maybe that's the only one that I need for the other signature. I'd maybe already put them in the other signature because that's all full. Oh yeah, I had filled the other signature, so that's super. So we've got that. So they're in. So we need the ones for the brown paper bag. So if I show you what I did, so I made them with Night of Navy cardstock, which is the colour in this paper, and I used the reverse side and then just put some tea dyed paper on there and just decorated with that. And I did the other one much the same. They're slightly different sizes because the bag's slightly different size. So, and I basically just measured the bag because depending on sort of how it was folded would depend on what let's move these out of the way. Depends on how big it actually needs to be. So I get my little ruler. She says as if I've got like a magic power that just by saying I'm going to get my little ruler, it would just appear a bit like in Harry Potter when you summon something and it comes towards you. Oh well, I can't find my little one, so we'll use my big one. So I think I went to the same, did I go to the same usual height of 4 3/4? Yeah, let's say we did, and then we'll come out to about 3 3/4 for that one. So have I got, yes I have got some scraps. See which ones I can use. Yeah, so I can cut that one down. So 4 3/4 by 3 3/4, I believe I said. So we'll do the 3 3/4. There we go. And that should go in and just poke out a little bit. Could have poked out a little bit more, Jez. But that's fine. And then I use this again to shape my journaling cards. There we go. I also did some stamping on it, just like I did before, just to add a bit of extra colour to it. It's probably not showing up that well on camera, but it is in real life here. It's just quite subtle, but okay. So then we want to cover it. So I should have some paper left over. I do. Oh, I did it on the underside. So let me find my scrap. There we go. That is the underside that I used. So to get the right width for this, now I know I just put the ruler. Do you know, I do think that there is a black hole somewhere in my craft room where rulers fall down and disappear. So I measured from these 2 points here to sort of get, so we're going 3 1/4 basically. Go about 3 7/8. So we'll go 3 1/4. So I'm going to cut this down. 3 1/4. So we're going 3 1/4 wide, and we're going to go to about 3 3/4 that way. 3 7/8 even. Out there. Okay. That should be, yeah, about the size I was looking for. And then just around the corners like I did before. Now I have done some die cutting. Whether I've still got the die cuts, I don't know. You know, whether I use them all, I don't know. But we'll just ink this up for now. So I cut exactly the same size in tea stain paper. Journaling on. It could put photos, do what you want. So that's to be glued on there. And then I just chose to add some decoration to this one. I haven't added decoration to any of the others, but I thought, oh, to this. Lathered in glue. Okay. I do like to give a good press down with my spreader. There we are. And then I took a bit of music paper. If I got a scrap that I could use instead, let's take that down. And then have I got my little tray here. Oh, all sorts. Did I have a little die cut? I do. Got a little die cut there. You'll do. So that's die cut, and I then stamped over it with this one to give it that sort of aged look. Just popped it down really. And I might go through and add little words. That was my idea for sort of afterwards. I just wanted to get this main bit done first, and then I would check out what digital words I've got to just then randomly select some to go on. So, sticking this down. This collal glue, it's written on the bottle. Very widely available in the UK. Doesn't warp the paper. It's a solvent glue. Dries slightly harder, so adds a little bit of extra toughness to whatever you're gluing it to, journaling cards or whatever. Gives it a little bit of extra stiffness, as if it had some extra GSM to it, or poundage. Not that I understand the poundage. I get that probably the higher the number, the thicker the paper or card is. Just like GSM, the higher the number, the thicker it is. There. Stick that down on there. I'm just gonna plonk that on there. Nice technical term for you. And I'm just checking if I've got a scrap of tea-dyed paper over here. No, I've got a bit of this, but I don't want a bit of that on it. I want the plain tea-dyed. There you are. I'm not sure if you're wide enough. Oh, just about. You'll do. So we'll have three and 7/8 going that way. just round the corners. And then this around, and that will be journaling card done. And so with the crumb cake ones, I didn't need to add a bit of coffee tea dyed paper because the colour of it you can easily write on, but with this being this dark night of navy, it needs that help. So you can write on and see it. Put too much glue on that. It's all oozing. Might get a clean one of these. So just dry baby wipes. Sometimes over time they dry out. Sometimes I take a wet one and I hang it out to dry. Not environmentally friendly, but I think if you've accidentally dried out some baby wipes, then it's better to use them before you bin them. These are ones that are not got plastic in, but I guess all in all it would be better for the planet not to use them at all. They clog up lots of systems and sewers, but I mean they're not going down the loo. So that is that. To go in there like so, along here. Now I could leave that as that, or I could add something to it. I was putting just a little one of my little clusters on there, so I will do that. I did have a little book page I was gluing on. No idea where that went. I think I moved it out of the way because I thought it was getting a bit busy and you couldn't see what I was doing. But so I'm putting a glue stick around the vellum. And then coming in with some glue where there's paper decoration on the other side, so that we don't see the glue through the vellum. And then we'll stick that down on there. Got one already stuck on there. And then on these bits, all I did was add a number. I might add a butterfly as well. Just a little something subtle there. That'll do. Just because I find difficulty just doing nothing and leaving it plain. I've watched a few flip throughs lately, and I'm just looking at them and going, I'd have put something on that page. I'd have decorated that pocket. And it's actually, it's okay not to. Just a bit, just find it difficult to walk away and do. Now, right, so we need to do something on that. That one needs, put out on the back yet? No. I'll stick him on there. So this was why I mass made these, so that they were all ready to just pick up and place on. This glue stick looks to be just about at it. There we go. So that needs another tag, but you've seen how I make them, so I don't need to do that on camera. That can go in the bin. As if by magic. I can't believe I just took that little bit of dry glue stick and I chucked it on the floor. When you've literally just put something in the bin, Jez. I wasn't thinking, Jez, soz. God, what am I like? There we go. So I'm filming this on Wednesday, middle of the week. Hump day, some people call it. I did have difficulty getting out of bed this morning, but I did it. I'm on my weeks of going out for a walk first thing with my son. So every other week we go out at 8 o'clock in the morning for a walk, and then every other week we go at lunchtime. So I find the morning ones quite hard. So oh, that's the same as the one before. So let's have that one. Hello, Auto. It's not Auto, Jez. And you were thinking of Hello Moto anyway. Do you know, things, I have things going off in my head. They make sense to me, but probably nobody else. There we go. I'm thinking on these music ones that they'd look good with a bit of decoration there. I think that would look good. It does, Jez. It looks good. Do that. I didn't count how many of these clusters I needed. If I need to make some more, I will. easy peasy to make and quite enjoyable. You can watch an episode of you. Well, actually, you're on the last episode, Jez, to be fair. So you can finish the episode of you and find something else to watch. There we go. So let's flick back to the other music sheet. Yeah. Stick one on there and all. Stick another little square one. And then actually, that's set a precedent. So I can make a few of these little square ones just for this purpose. I was just checking that that blue strip wasn't the same blue strip. I didn't check on the other one. I'm just assuming it wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, I like the look of that. So got that, got that, got that. That needs tag. That's decorated. That's done, that's done. That's got its flip. So then we've got the front and the back covers. That's what we've got, and we've got the bit between there to do. So I think, looking at the time, there's going to be another make video here. So I want to put something along the edge. I did do some edge die cuts. So I've got that. Put that across the edge. That looks nice and neat. Have I got one for the other end as well? Got the die. Got the other die. Got another die cut. So not an edge die cut. No, you haven't. But we can just do one side, can't we? And then you've seen. Could add lace instead. It's a bit me that's thinking, what about some lace, Joe? Oh, I've got some nice Stampin' Up lace that I liked. Where is it? It's another thing that I tidied up. I've no idea where it is now. It's in my little bag. Craft to lunch. Marked cotton lace. It's in here, isn't it? There, I think that one. I'm going to put that down to the side of me because it's not too thick. Yeah, I think we'll put that across. is Retired. I got it on the clearance rack. Well, no, I think I did buy them both on the clearance rack. Can't remember. Might have bought one at full price. Is there a right side, wrong side? Don't really know. Just gonna grunge it slightly. I'm gonna get some Fabitac for this, and I might put it along here. Just let it go down. There we go. And then we'll put this then along there, cooking on gas. There we go. Like the look of that. Do like the look of that. I'll do the same on the back cover, and then what I'm going to do is, in the last few moments that I've got, is make another little quick bit of ephemera. So I've got these lovely adverts. So we'll just show you on the one. Gonna use, I think that's Sahara Sand cardstock, and I'm literally just gonna stick it to it and make like a journaling card with these. So I thought in some of the pages, instead of decorating those beautiful papers, I'll add a journaling card like this to it. And it will look right good. So I'm going to stick it down, and then I'm going to trim it down. Like that. Okay. So I'm going to get my little trimmer. I'm just eyeballing there. I should have enough then to do another one with that little bit. And then I'm gonna just do a little bit of this. Almost like a business card, except it's an advert. And then we'll get the blending brush, just just grunge it up a little bit more, at the mess of my desk. I've just had a little clock at what this looks like. This is, I end up crafting myself into a corner. Now, I've just ended up doing that all over. It wasn't quite what I wanted to do, but hey ho, I've done it now. There we go. So that was really my last thought on this video. Was then sort of something like that to go in there, so I don't have to do any decoration, but it's got a little something else in there. So that's it. So that is all those bits. All that, I mean, I know I've decorated that a bit. I could still put one in, and that sort of fills that space quite nicely. So I might make a load of these. Finish off watching you. Quite like that all ripped. Yeah, so that is that done. So one more video I think after this, where we're going to decorate the two sides of the signatures and then finish this off. You can see I've got to make a pocket and do a few other little bits and bobs. Okay, so I hope you'll join me then. So one more video to finish this off. Got to do the closure as well. It's getting chunky. And then I'll do a little flip through. Okay, thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll link down below to all the Stampin' Up products that I've used that you can still buy. All right, bye for now.